Hello, how are you? Today I have an amazing and helpful recipe to share with you, especially if you're dealing with leg pain, bone aches, joint stiffness, or if your body feels more inflamed than usual. You're going to love this recipe because besides being delicious, it's practical, very easy for us to have in our daily routine, and it contains ingredients that are scientifically proven to help with inflammation, pain, and the health of bones and joints. As I said, it's delicious and very easy, like a little candy for us to eat. So it's a way for you to add this to your daily routine. You're going to love it. Stay until the end. You won't want to miss it. Before we start, I want to ask you, do you also suffer from body aches? Some people experience persistent muscle pain, others struggle with joint pain, and some even feel a deep ache in their bones. Have you ever felt any of these? Which one have you felt? Write down here what bothers you the most, so I can bring more videos to help you. Go ahead and leave your like, because that's your way of giving back for all my research and work here on the channel. And if you know someone who could benefit from this recipe, go ahead and share it. Let's expand our chain of kindness together. To get the ingredients so you can make this at home, take a look at the video description. I'm going to start here with my blender, making a flour out of some super healthy seeds that we'll incorporate into this recipe. So, the first seed I'm going to use is sesame seed. We know about the large amount of calcium that is naturally present in sesame seeds. In fact, I've already posted a video here on the channel about homemade sesame milk. It actually has more calcium than cow's milk and is incredibly nutritious. I don't know if you've seen it yet. Very easy to make. It has a neutral flavor, really tasty. And if you're interested in replacing cow's milk with this sesame milk, I'll leave the video about it down below in the description. Sesame, as I mentioned, has a large amount of calcium, which helps with bone formation, and it also contains a significant amount of magnesium, another mineral that's related to good production and the maintenance of bone health. In addition, it has plenty of fiber, which is also useful for controlling blood sugar levels. We know that controlling blood sugar levels is also very helpful in reducing low-grade chronic inflammation, which often ends up worsening our perception of pain over time. Sesame also contains many antioxidant compounds, and we know that these antioxidants help prevent problems caused by an excess of free radicals in our bodies. I also have flaxseed here, which I already pre-ground a bit because flaxseed is very hard. I've basically made it into a kind of flour, and I'm going to keep blending it here together with the other seeds in the blender. Flaxseed has a very interesting profile because in addition to containing a lot of fiber and helping with insulin control, which helps reduce inflammation, it also contains a naturally anti-inflammatory fat, the precursors of omega-3, which help decrease inflammation and pain in our bodies. It also contains lignans, which are natural anti-inflammatory compounds. So it's a very interesting seed for us to add to our mixture. I'm also going to add sunflower seeds here. Just so you know, these sunflower seeds are shelled, meaning they don't have that black shell with white stripes. So pay attention, that shell is very hard. Sunflower seeds are very interesting because they contain a large amount of magnesium, which is that mineral I mentioned to you that also helps with bone homeostasis and bone health. They also contain vitamin E, which is a powerful antioxidant useful for reducing pain, and it also helps with fiber intake, which it naturally contains. If you don't have sunflower seeds there in your city, you can use pumpkin seeds as a substitute. Which one is easier for you to find? Let me know. Now let's do the following. I'm going to blend this here to make a flour, right? A flour made from these seeds. I'll be right back. Let me close my blender here so we can blend all of this well. Also, take a look at the playlist I'm going to leave here with lots of information about healthy bones and joints. I'll leave it down below in the description. And in the description, there's also links to other playlists. Weight loss, blood sugar control, inflammation. I'll leave them down below in case you're interested. So let's go ahead and make this flour here. Look, so this wonderful flour is ready. It's really easy to make. Let me scrape this out because I'm going to use this blender now for other ingredients. Now I'm going to add the plain yogurt and blend it all together. Remember that I have a video here on how to make yogurt at home? I'll leave that video down below in the description for you. Remember that yogurt provides us with calcium and magnesium, which are good for bone health, but also protein, which is important for collagen formation, for muscle structure, and gives more support to cartilage and so on. Besides that, we know that yogurt helps because of its probiotic properties. And if you want to focus more on probiotics, I also have a video about kefir here, showing how to make it at home, which is another probiotic that can also be dairy-based and that you can add. Probiotics are interesting because they help reduce intestinal inflammation and improve the absorption of other nutrients. So it really makes sense for us to add it to this recipe. To blend together with the yogurt, I'm going to add strawberries here, which are a very interesting fruit because they have a lot of vitamin C, which helps with collagen production. But strawberries also have a low amount of carbohydrates and a lot of fiber, so they help maintain that glycemic stability I mentioned, which is extremely important for us to also prevent insulin spikes that could be pro-inflammatory. I'm also going to add a little bit of vanilla extract to blend together. And I'll also add ginger here. Remember, ginger is a powerful natural anti-inflammatory. It contains gingerol and shogal. And as we know, once again, reducing low-grade chronic inflammation really helps with the pain that people feel. I'm going to blend everything here. If you don't want to use ginger, if you don't have it at home, or if you prefer to leave it out, you can omit it. Some people are afraid that ginger might raise blood pressure. I have a video where I talk more about this because that's not true. In that video, I explain everything to you. So if that's a concern for you, you can take a look down below. Let's blend it here then. So here in our mixture, if you want it crunchier, you can even blend the seeds less. I don't know what you prefer. I'm going to transfer the yogurt and strawberry mixture. And now it's still missing one ingredient so we can give this mixture, this recipe, the ideal consistency, so it really turns into a gummy candy. So what am I going to add here? I'm going to add unflavored, colorless gelatin without sugar or anything else. I'm going to hydrate it in water here and then melt it in the microwave. Gelatin is nothing more than cooked collagen itself, pure, so it's an excellent addition to our recipe. I'm going to give it a stir here. I'm going to take this to melt in the microwave. If you prefer, you can also do this in a double boiler. And when it's ready, I'll come back here to show you. Hold on a second. And if you're enjoying the recipe, go ahead and leave your like, because that really helps me out here on the channel. So now I'm going to mix all of this really well until it becomes nice and homogeneous so that every piece of the recipe has the gelatin, and when we refrigerate it, it sets into the gummy-like consistency we want. I grabbed an ice cube tray that I have here, and I'm going to transfer the mixture into it so we can put it in the fridge and shape it into gummies. So I'm going to fill all of these up. I estimate that it will fill about 2 trays like this, but in a bit, when I'm done filling them, I'll come back to show you how much is left, to see if I need to fill another one. This made 14 pieces, but you can see there's still a lot of mixture left. So at least another 14. I think I can make about 30 in total. I'm going to put these in the fridge, grab my other tray, fill it up, and in just a bit, I'll be back with everything ready. So I just took the candies out of the fridge. I'm taking just a few to put in the serving dish here just to make it look nice. And look how pretty they turn out. Make these at home, you're going to love them. It's a great option for your daily routine. Ideally, eating 2 to 3 of these gummies is a good portion. You can have them for dessert or as part of your afternoon snack or even breakfast. Tell me what time of day would you eat them. Always remember that these candies have ingredients that will help you get better. They help with bone health, joint health, inflammation, but you have to do your part. Your body also needs support through your lifestyle, healthy diet, medication. Everything needs to be balanced as a whole. The candy alone is not going to work miracles. And obviously, the candy is not going to replace any medication. Never stop taking your medicine on your own. If you have any health condition, if you're unsure about whether or not you should consume it, always talk to your doctor or your nutritionist there in your city. Now remember to like the video, that's super important to me, and also to share it with anyone you think could benefit from these amazing ingredients. Let's spread this chain of kindness. That's what I want with the channel. Let's try it. The strawberry and yogurt gave it a really special flavor, and the ginger also balanced out the flavors. And on top of everything, it's delicious. Make it at home. You're going to love it. See you next time. Bye.